The local topography determined that it was cheaper to build and operate a railway between London and Brighton, which bypassed the parliamentary borough and the long-established town of Reigate, and instead passed through the nearby Redston or Red Gap in the Reigate Foreign Parish. According to the Acts of Parliament established railways between London and Brighton and London and Dover, the line was to be shared between Croydon and Redhill, after which these two would deviate. The London and Brighton Railway constructed the new line during 1840 and 1841, with the South Eastern Railway contributing half of the construction cost and taking ownership of the section between Croydon and Redhill. The SER had, however, been running services over the line since 1842. The inevitable and continuing conflict between the two railway companies over the use of the joint line gave rise to the construction of 4 railway stations at the site of what was then the hamlet of the eastern side of Reigate. The original station at Redhill was opened by the London and Brighton Railway on the 12th of July 1841 on the site to the south of the proposed junction of the South Eastern Mainline to Dover. The nearby market town was served by a horse-drawn omnibus service operated by the railway. This station was designed by the architect David McCarter and was one of a series of standardised modular buildings used by the railway. It was closed on the 15th of April 1844 when the London and Brighton began to share the SER, Redhill and Reigate station, and was soon demolished thereafterwards. On the 26th of May 1842, the SER opened what was originally called Redhill, but later misleadingly renamed Reigate Station, on their own stretch of line just beyond the junction. Passengers transferring between the two railways did so at the old Mersham station further up the line. The SER wanted to replace their Reigate station with a joint station immediately before the junction, but the London and Brighton opposed the plan. As a result, the SER forced the issue by ending the arrangement at Mersham, therefore forcing passengers to transfer between the two stations at Redhill by foot. On the 15th of April 1844, the SER built a new station at the present site named Redhill and Reigate, which was to be used by both railways as the interchange station. On the same day, the two existing stations at Reigate and Redhill were closed. The branch line to Reigate was opened in 1849, with the new station being called Reigate Town. Nevertheless, the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, the successor to London and Brighton, continued to operate the omnibus service for its own passengers. The SER Redhill and Reigate station was rebuilt and enlarged with the same site in August 1858 and was renamed Redhill Junction. The chronic congestion at the station was, however, eased after the 1st of May 1868, when Redhill ceased to be on the South Eastern Mainline to Dover, following the opening of the Sevenoaks cut-off line between St John's and Tonbridge railway stations. A 10-year agreement between the SER and the London and Brighton South Coast Railway over the use of the station and the lines to Colston was signed in the 1st of February 1869 and renewed 10 years later. However, during the 1880s, as traffic increased, the disputes over the use of the line and Redhill station reoccurred. This became known as the Southern Lines Controversy, and ultimately led to the construction of the Quarry Line by the London and Brighton South Coast Railway in 1899, which avoided Redhill. The LBSCR diverted many of its Brighton Mainline trains to the new line, but retained running powers over the original line and the use of Redhill Station. These continued until both SER and the London and Brighton South Coast Railway came under the ownership of Southern Railway on the 1st of January 1923, and the name of the joint station was changed to just Redhill in 1929. So let's get started here at Redhill with 700 130, departing with the 0637 Govia Thameslink service from Peterborough to Horsham. Also departing on the far side is 165111, working the 0642 Great Western Railway service to Reading. Whilst coming in the opposite direction is 165113, working the 0650 Great Western Railway service from Reading to Gatwick Airport. Arriving out of the early morning thick fog is 700-103, working the 0648 Govia Thameslink service from Three Bridges to Bedford. Next train out to depart is 377454, working the 0648 Southern Railway service from London Victoria to Reigate. All turned around and ready to go. 165113 heads off for Gatwick Airport. Next train out to depart is 377307, working the 0700 Southern Railway service to Tonbridge. Next in to arrive at the station 4 minutes late is 700-150, working the 0700 Govia Thameslink service from Horsham to Peterborough. Sneaking in from around the corner is 377454, working the 0710 Southern Railway service from Reigate to London Victoria. Thanking the NHS is 700-111, departing with the 0707 Govia Thameslink service from Peterborough to Horsham. train in to arrive is 165113, working the 0716 Great Western Railway service from Gatwick Airport to Reading. And as 165113 heads off to Reading, we see the arrival of 700-113, working the 0718 Govia Thameslink service from Three Bridges to Bedford. Next out to depart is 377203, working the 0719 Southern Railway service from London Victoria to Reigate. Arriving to terminate with the Great Western Railway service off Reading is 165104. Next train in to arrive is 700-136, working the 0729 Govia Thameslink service from Horsham to Peterborough. Arriving to terminate with a Southern Railway service off Tonbridge is 377309. Cruising around the corner is 377203, working the 0740 Southern Railway service from Reigate to London Victoria. And your final train of the session is 700-108, working the 0736 Govia Thameslink service from Peterborough to Horsham. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.